Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crazy Questers. I am your host tonight, Aramil again, aka Derek. Tonight, we're going to find out, after so long, how I'm going to punish these people for derailing my campaign.
I don't even remember what we did to derail your campaign, bro.
It's not really a we thing.
It's like, you specifically murdered a nobleman.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were literally the reason that we got kicked out.
Remember that annoying nobleman or whatever? We're like, don't kill him, don't kill him. And like, yeah, we just started attacking him.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him 22 points of brain damage. He gonna die.
He died.
Not my fault he's weak of the mind. He deserved to die.
But now we can't go on the same path.
Yeah,
But now you have
to,
Tisk.
hide from the caravan and find a way to catch up. So, tonight, I'm giving you guys a once in the campaign moment to turn back time.
He's like, y'all fucked up so bad. None of this ever happened.
Like, no, it's not gonna be that easy. You have to earn it. Like, it's gonna be bad.
Will we lose all the stuff that we've gotten in between then?
You haven't really gotten that much since then.
I got this cool lizard.
That's it. No, you had the lizard before that.
Tisk. She's talking about Tisk. The
What?
familiar you gave her last episode.
Oh, that's different. That was given to you through a deal with your demonic.
Right, but he'll still be like on my necklace. Like we won't like go back like that.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He'll still be on your necklace.
What about equipment? Like, I don't know where I got it, but I had to assume it was very recently that I have a fancy new axe.
Oh, he got the lightning axe off of...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, you will lose that.
Istrick still be dead?
If time goes back, Istrick will be alive.
Oh.
So,
why don't we get
I'm
to
okay
it?
with it.
Yeah, we're gonna get right into it. All right, so you guys have yet again had to make camp on the side of the road, out of sight of the road, roughly out of the side of the road, to avoid, watchful eyes, potentially the cult, pretty much everybody at this point. You are wanted criminals as far as the local populace are concerned. Granted, if you show up at a tavern, they might not recognize you, but the fact is, if anyone from that caravan sees you, you are
hostile.
going to be in trouble.
And I already have a bad reputation. So.
Yeah, we're going to double... Well, that, but remember, you also all were in disguise on this trip.
So we can go back into our normal clothes and
use your normal weapons. Yeah, you could do that. Just the one negative there is any cult members will then recognize you. So the trade-off is, if you stay in disguise, the caravan hates you. If you get out of disguise, the cult will find you.
So what you're saying is our targets that we're chasing after will possibly actually come to us.
More like they will definitely reveal them. Well, not reveal themselves. They will be like very instant on like we're going to murder these people. Instead of there's some weird travelers. Why do they keep staring at us?
I don't even think we've remembered to talk about the cult since we started on the caravan, and they left like a day in advance.
Like a second disguise. So we're not our old disguise, and we're not ourselves.
So that is, of course, an option if you want.
Is anyone crafty enough to make some new clothing?
And
I
make
could be a horse.
She's not wrong.
Well, you'll just be a horse.
I said I can only do the physical documents because I have the forgery.
Hold on.
Livy
You
can
make,
physically
like,
be a
fake identity.
horse.
The reality is...
Oh, guys, I'm proficient in leatherworker's tools, smith's tools, and woodcarver's tools.
Do you have any of those items?
No. I thought I was proficient in them.
You can be proficient and not have them, though.
Physically, though.
That's what happened to me. That's what happened to Ormek. I'm proficient in locksmithing with Ormek, but I didn't have the lock. I don't have a lockpick set. Or thieves' tools. Sorry, that's what it is.
It literally says proficiencies in languages.
Correct, but that doesn't mean that you have the tool
tools
itself.
in your inventory.
You have to buy the tool.
Yeah, you have to go buy the tools.
I did buy them.
Are they in your inventory?
I'm pretty sure.
She did buy them when she went shopping.
Yeah,
say if I remember
leather
correctly, we
workers'
went over
tools,
something.
smith's tools, woodcarver's tools. What else?
Oh, that's right. She bought all of them.
She
I
did.
was smart and did it all at once.
All right. So the one question is, you'll have to find. Obviously, wood is aplenty out here. You'll have to chop down a couple trees. You will have to find some leather, or make some leather. And what was the other one?
Not
You got
out of
woodcarver.
me.
Say what?
I said, but not out of me.
We don't talk to horses.
Smith's tools, so like metal.
Okay, yeah. So if you'll need to find, some leather, some metal, or some wood, and craft like good, costumes out of that. And then you guys will still have to somehow change your faces enough, or at least your hide your appearances enough to be believably not yourselves.
I'm just gonna be a horse.
All right,
As much
you
as I would
punch-
love you guys to just straight up build leather, steel, and wood armor with full face masks and just walk up like a couple of golems into the caravan, that would be exciting to watch.
I'll just have actually
But with the wood,
punch me
you
in the
could
face a
build
few
like
times.
a cart with the wood and be a part of the caravan, just like a shopkeep.
I think the shopkeepers had to pay ahead when the caravan first formed, so they might have a roster.
I feel like we're better off.
Osiris, can you go and cut a few trees? I'm going to need a new shield. This one's been
perfect.
marked up, and I feel like they might recognize it.
Osiris,
Yeah.
are you going to do that?
Oh man. I mean, I'm gonna help my companion.
Okay. Go and roll perception for me.
Okay.
Lord,
Perception.
I'll tell you right now, the checks are high for this interesting
Not great.
encounter. You didn't see anything.
Okay. So I go over here.
Roll
and
me
I
a
start.
strength roll. Or strength check.
That's a good. There it goes. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully chop down that one tree in front of you. It comes down with a pretty decent clunk. You get to work on chopping out sections that
Mhm.
might be quote unquote usable
Mhm.
for whatever you guys have intended. Since he mentioned a shield, I'll assume you first chopped off a thick sort of circle of wood from the bottom of the trunk.
does anyone have any pelts on them?
All I have is my vestments.
Man, you guys should have kept Istric's body.
Yeah, right.
It's covered in pelts.
His body is pelt, technically.
His body is all pelt.
I'm gonna. Oh God, I don't even have
I
any.
do have a hunting trap we could set for an animal.
Ooh.
Yeah, but tanning and actually making leather takes a month. It's not like an hour-long process.
What are you talking about? Airmill does it every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, when?
Every time you have to kill a polar bear or a
I just
yeti.
skin them. I just skin them. I don't make things yet. I
You
have to.
literally say you wear them right away.
Oh well, that's different. That's just being gross.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a
just,
difference between that and tanning the actual hides.
So, as everyone's kind of looking around, Axray is actually going to take off his armor and just keep on his vestments. And looking under, you just see these gold and silver line tattoos going down his arms in Nordic runes.
I didn't see you as the tatted up type.
You do know my god, right?
Yeah.
Sakura,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to roll a let's call it a wisdom check or wisdom save.
Who?
Sakura.
Oh, me. I'm okay.
That's right.
She's
you're
like, that's
Sakura
me.
at this point.
I don't know who I am anymore. What am I doing? A what check?
A
Wisdom check?
wisdom save.
Wisdom save? Christ.
I hope it's really low. I have a funny joke.
Well, it's a 14.
I'm gonna say it's low enough. You do not resist the need to say "daddy" when you see the tattoos.
Oh my gosh.
You see the tats on X-Ray, as you've already been kind of giving him little signals throughout the campaign. You see the flash of tattoo, and your character's like, "Daddy."
No, I would never do that.
That would actually scare me more because this girl's got daddy issues.
I do have daddy issues. I would never do that.
She's one pull away from being a stripper.
But I would never say that.
All right. Fine. You ogle the shit out of his tattoos. Like,
Cool. I'm just gonna look in my spell book to see if I have anything to make anything from at all.
all right.
But I'm a fucking necromancer, so I don't have any good spells.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm just working on shaving down the tree to be able to bring it to X-Ray.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can like kill a deer or some shit so I can get some leather.
Okay.
Some
You
hide.
gonna use a DNA's trap, or are you just gonna try to hunt down a deer?
I'll ask her if I can use her trap.
I
you
will
speak
let her
horse?
borrow it.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. So go ahead and describe to me like how you set this up.
I guess I would probably put it at the base of a tree that had enough branches for me to like climb up into the tree so I could like look down at it. So I would make sure it was like at the base of a tree that I could do that with.
Okay.
And then I would just, is it the one where it's like that one kind of a thing?
Yeah. So the basic hunting trap, like your options are pretty much like a snare or or some kind of like mechanism trap. But yeah,
Like the one where they step in the middle and then it like
yeah,
claws
bear
out
trap.
kind of thing. Yeah, bear trap. Okay. Yeah. So if it's like that kind of a trap, I would maybe like kind of put some leaves over it, make it seem like maybe it's not there. And then I would climb up into the tree and wait a bit.
All right. Roll perception.
15?
Out of like the trees nearby, you hear a soft giggle.
A giggle?
A giggle. Like a child.
The fuck?
Are you gonna murder a child?
I wouldn't put it past us.
I'm gonna look down, like, do I see anything that this giggle could have came from?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
$14?
All you see is a little flash of movement, like a couple bushes moving, and then suddenly stops.
I'm gonna, like, get back up against the tree and, like, hold my breath and see if it, like, comes out. Whatever it is.
As you do that, you're watching, and you see two things. I'm sorry, you hear two things. You hear a snap of your trap going off, and you also see the bush begin to move again. Which thing are you going to stay focused on?
Oh, fuck.
You going to check the trap? Or are you going to keep watch for this thing that's giggling at you?
I mean, the trap is a trap. Like, they're probably not gonna be able to get out of the trap. That's what it's for. I'm gonna try and keep most of my attention on the bush, but kind of just like flick my eyes down, like just for like a couple seconds at a time, just to see if I can see what's down there.
So at the trap, you see a flash of color. Looks like something is caught. It's not dead. It's moving.
Okay.
And you're still just seeing bushes move. Like whatever it is staying below the leaf line kind of thing.
So weird.
Of these different brush in the woods.
See, when you said a bush was moving, I thought you meant like
Oh,
they were
no.
disguised as a bush, like walking.
There's something in the bush, in the several bushes, just moving between them, like, and all you see is like branches moving here and there. And then what's most curious about it is as you keep seeing it happen, it does not happen continuously in any sort of pattern. Like you might see something move through like 3 bushes, stops, starts again in an entirely different bush, stops again.
I'm gonna see if I can send Tisk over to see what's over there.
All right. Tisk. This is going to be mostly descriptive today, by the way. Just to let you know. There probably won't be much of a combat map needed until potentially the end. So Tisk goes and, is standing at the base of the tree. And first of all, his first response to you is, did you catch anything? He just looks at you like kind of offended, like, eh.
Doesn't he
walks off.
talk telekinetically?
He can.
Yeah, I'm gonna telekinetically talk to him and just be like, "There's something over there in the bush. I'm trying to be quiet. Can you see what it is?"
He responds and just says, like, got it. And sort of starts crawling, like, on all fours, like, real low. And I believe, if I remember what you get for having him.
I don't either.
She gets advantage on spell saves basically being used against her for attacks.
Yeah. And then I swear there was something else.
That's all you told us.
I know. I'm just looking. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. I forgot about that. So as the Quasit begins to like climb, it smells something. Like you see it suddenly just like sniffing the air aggressively, and it says, "There's something here. Can I chase it?"
Yes, but don't kill it.
Okay. So he transforms
What?
down into a centipede and just disappears into the bush.
What? I didn't know he could do that.
I'm reading his abilities. I will admit that one I didn't know either.
The fuck?
I saw all his other abilities the other day, but that was not one I saw when I first did this. Okay. Yep. So as you're watching the centipede like disappear, you see without any time between, he goes into the bush as a centipede, comes out full form again, like booking it to get out of the woods. And then I need you to roll. I don't know, you don't. All you hear is this chorus coming from like different spots around you of childish laughter.
I'm gonna telepathically talk to Tisk and be like, "What did you find? Where are you going?"
I don't know, but it's just there's something wrong with them, and we need to go. We need to go right now.
Something wrong with them. There's more than one. I'm gonna look down at the track and see what's caught.
There's nothing there except a pool of blood and a broken foot.
What type of foot?
A little fox foot.
Okay. I'm gonna jump down from the tree and spring the trap open again.
Okay. I need you to roll perception.
Fuck me.
No, you wouldn't call me daddy.
Later.
Wow.
I rolled a 5, but I rolled a nat 1.
Oof.
I'm about to get my shit rocked, aren't I?
You reset the trap, and as you do it, I need you to roll a strength save. As several black, and I mean, like, this isn't like a racial thing. I mean pitch black.
Like soul.
Children's fingers and hands reach from the bushes around you.
I hate it!
That was spooky.
I hate it so much.
And how was that roll?
I rolled an 11.
You break free of the first two, and you catch face to face this pitch black face of a child with almost like a starry looking set of eyes looking right at you.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Does it have a...
as you make eye contact with it,
Oh, I hate it.
it screams.
Oh, I hate it! I hate it so much.
And I need everyone else to roll perception.
I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck are you?
Osiris, roll with advantage.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I'm taking that because
Yeah, right?
I'm just going to roll again. Perception. Nope, not much better. That's an 8.
About to get taken into the void, y'all.
17 for me.
Is it Dora?
Say what?
17 for me.
Okay, so why didn't yours show up?
It's being weird.
Okay. Well, 17 will do. You hear that scream faintly because she went far enough into the woods that you can't just see her.
You might hear me yell too.
Yeah. So you hear this loud, piercing scream come from the woods. And then you witness Tisk, the Quasit, booking it out of the woods.
Jesus fucking fuck.
I'm going to grab my hand axe and go running in.
Okay. Adam, I need you to roll first perception.
I would love to know, am I just like on the ground and there's like a fucking creepy ass child touching me?
I'll describe it in a second.
Oh Lord.
So I need to give Adam a chance.
Save me.
Hold
From
on.
these creepy ass children.
I want you guys to know I did this encounter a long time ago with a group of friends who do not role play well, and
Oh no.
that didn't go as fun as this because I know actually how to creep you guys out a little bit.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, Adam. As you are booking it through the woods towards this shriek and the continued yelling of Sakura, you see in the bushes that you're bursting through, every once in a while, a little glimpse of a face, a hand, a foot. And you hear around you, building in volume, the giggling, the laughter. And then right as you come face to face with Sakura, who is now slowly being absorbed into the ground as like shadowy tendrils come from the earth.
The fuck?
You see a slightly older looking one of these things, and you get witness of its eyes. Roll a wisdom save.
Oh shit.
Shelby, roll a first roll an arcana check, actually.
Oh, Jesus.
19 for my wisdom save.
Thank God.
Wow. You do not feel any sort of fear from this thing, but you are aware that it is not safe to be around. And all you hear... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All you hear from this thing is, instead of giggling, all the giggling dies immediately. And you just hear in an echoey, horrifying, like, childish voice, "You want to play?"
Oh no,
Oh,
why is
my
this
God.
happening? Sweet Lord. I rolled a 16 on my Arcana check.
Okay, you get some instinct in how to save yourself, kind of. You can cast a area of effect spell
Any
if you
area?
have one available.
Oh Christ, how do I know if it's an AoE?
It's
I guess
splash
it's-
damage.
Yeah. Or it'll, like, if you look at, like, the range on it, it'll be like, 20-foot cube, yada yada.
Okay.
But in the meantime, Adine, Osiris, how did you guys react when Axray ran in and then Tisk ran out in that order?
I'm just gonna like pretend like I was just like I couldn't hear because I was like shaving down the wood or whatever. And I'm just like kind of like look up, and I'm gonna look over at Dina and be like, "What was that about?"
I'm going to notice it, think it's really strange, and then still like start prepping to run. So I'm gonna start meditating and thinking about horses.
Okay, we can work with that.
I'm going to cast Sickening Radiance.
Okay.
So it's a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. The light spreads around corners, and it lasts until the spell ends, which is up to 10 minutes with concentration. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage, suffer 1 level of exhaustion, and emit a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius.
Do you still have spell sculpting?
Is that me?
I know
Is that
Sakura
the-
has it. Not Sakura. I know Fallon has it.
It's okay. Like I said,
I
it's
don't
gonna be
know.
mostly a role play day, so I will ignore friendly fire today
Oh, perfect.
for the
There we
sake
go.
of the role playing being a bit more dramatic.
It says this light makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible. The light and any levels of exhaustion caused by the spell go away when the spell ends. Okay, so I'm gonna cast that just like right on top of the fucking crazy ass bitch in front of me. So
So-
she needs to make a con save. Or you know what? If any of them are within a 30-foot radius, they all need to make a con save.
So, as you burst forth with this sickening radiance, you just hear that horrifying screeching, but this time you can tell it's in fear and or pain. As you see these things let go of you, and you begin to work your way like back up off your onto your feet and away from these tendrils that are reaching out of the ground to grab you. You just see these things running, like on all fours, like climbing up trees, jumping. They're going in every possible direction to avoid the light.
I picked a good spell. Lit. As I get out, climb up from this creepy ass tentacle hole, I'm just gonna get up and not realize that X-Ray's there and just fucking accidentally book it into him, trying to get the fuck away. And I'm just gonna be like, clam, and then I'll fall back on the ground.
All right. Cutting back to Adine and Osiris for a moment. You two, as you hear that screaming, are you heading into the woods?
No.
No, no,
Dang.
no.
I'm meditating about horses.
That's
I
true,
hear
that's true, that's
nothing.
That's true, that's
Oh
true.
man. They're far enough away you can't see them, right? Through the trees or anything.
No, you can't see anything. You just heard the more of you didn't hear the first round of scream, but now you hear hundreds of voices almost screaming.
Oh man.
Agony. You're not sure who's screaming, why. You just know that Axray ran in,
Yep.
and you know that Sakura's missing.
Yep.
And
It's
Yeah.
just Tisk ran back
out
out.
of the woods.
Yeah. Osiris is just gonna leave the hand axe he has right there in the log or whatever, and then get up and just book it.
All right.
But you're gonna leave Adine alone? I mean, technically Adonis is there, but he can't act on his own.
So, I get to play both of you guys now. First, Osiris, are you running or walking?
Since there's a lot of screaming and I don't 100% know what's happening, oh man.
How would your character play it?
You have to say I'm running in because I want to see
You're
what's
like,
going
how
on.
do I answer this correctly and not get my shit fucked?
So, Osiris, as you hear the screaming, it's getting closer to you, a lot closer. It's getting louder, and then suddenly it dies down again to be replaced with more of that terrifying, childish giggling. And I need you to roll perception.
22.
Ooh. As the giggling gets to its height, you hear and see one of these little black, like star-eyed children leap, like they land on all fours out of the bush and then immediately leap at you, react with an attack
Oh man.
of some kind. React. I don't have to tell you to attack, but react. Like, defend yourself.
Punch him in
You
the
said- I just-
PP.
I s- right, I see one of them come at me, you said?
It landed, like, it was, like, running through the bushes, like, on all fours, like, almost, like, leaping like a crazy monster. And then as it landed right in front of you, it dove for you. Defend yourself.
Oh man, I could use my recent level up for that. Assuming it's a humanoid shape, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Cool,
Very
cool,
humanoid.
cool. I'm a cast hold person.
Oh. Can you send up the description of that so I can
can.
see exactly?
Nope, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that one. Go back. Display.
She's a humanoid that you can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom save throw or be paralyzed for the duration at the end of each of its turns. The target can make another wisdom saving throw, blah, blah, blah. Point is, okay.
The point is I can stop it. Like, yeah.
So as this thing freezes, like, is paralyzed to the ground, you hear it, like, squirming, like, they cheated! You cheated! And then roll perception.
Oh god. 12.
Okay. You see several bushes rustling. You only see one dark-eyed child come towards you. Defend yourself.
All right. All right. Well, we're gonna pull out the trusty great axe here, and I just go to swing down at one,
All right.
waiting for it to roll.
Ooh. This thing is cut in half, and all you see is like a shadowy ash kind of spray you a little bit, but mostly land behind you as you swung your axe through this thing.
Okay.
Now roll a strength save, as you didn't see the other two who leapt straight at you. So hold
26.
your ground. Okay, wow. You were like tackled by not one but two full speed of these children creatures. And then you just like held your footing and just like, nope. How are you going to get them off you?
That's a great question. Man, I don't want to like.
You think about that. We cut to Adine.
Okay.
Adine, you're alone. You're meditating. Are your eyes closed or open?
Oh, Christ.
Closed? Oh my god, I'm going to love this. Okay, so you don't hear any more of the screaming. You do, however, hear the slightest little like snickering. Just one voice. What do you do?
I'm gonna peek one eye open.
You see one of these children, as described. Starry eyes, literally. Pitch black skin. Staring at you. Sitting in a meditative pose. With one eye open.
So it's mimicking me.
Yes.
It's a kid. It wants to play a game.
I would like to turn into a horse now.
Okay. Okay, so you turn into a horse. It just gets on all fours and begins to like whinny and neigh at you. Now, roll for. Oh my god, how would I even deal with this?
Can I detect good and evil real quick?
Oh,
Ooh.
absolutely, yes.
So smart.
Pure evil, like you're feeling it. It is oppressive in the area.
Oh man.
How the f do we get...
I just want to play with my horse child.
Like each individual child feels
Yeah.
evil, or do you feel the evil running into them?
Oh no. They each have their own. Let's call it wavelengths. Every single one of them has their own evil little wavelength.
How many were there?
A lot.
There's a lot.
Like 100 or like 50 or like 40?
I will not give you a specific number. Just know that you are basically dealing with not one like specific entity, but hundreds of tiny entities
Great.
working in tandem.
How the fuck do we get rid of them?
How many of them are kind of around me and Sakura right now?
So they ran away from all of you, actually. So there's very few left around you. The one that was staring at you is like off by a tree, like crying.
You hurt its feelings.
Good, I hope it fucking dies.
And before we cut back to Adine for the scene, the last thing you see before the scene changes in this movie is it points at you and it calls you cheater. And then cut back to Adine.
Oh god.
Adine, I need you. Your choice. Do you respond to the whinnies and nays of this child?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, absolutely.
She's just feeding
all this
right
is
into
amazing.
it.
I'm gonna need you to roll animal handling.
She's like, I have a new child, and it's this creepy four-legged child.
18.
Wow, you speak perfect horse.
Well, I'm a druid, of course I speak.
She is a horse.
And so this thing like looks at you and is like, "That's not fair." And then a couple more of the little children just like sort of crawl up. And Adine, that's when one of them starts like not pretending to be a horse. There's about 5 of them around you or near you. And one of them starts like snarling. Like play, like a child would, like pretending to be like a wild animal of some kind. And then you see a slightly older looking child look up at the sky and begin to howl.
Like a Wookiee.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to roll a wisdom save. But this is, I'm sorry, intelligence. Intelligence save, actually.
Have any of us come across this in a type of literature or...
Well, I rolled a 19, and so I rolled what, like a 16 on my Arcana check?
Yeah, so you had like instincts. You're like, alright, I have to get out of this.
Can I like do a history check or something just to see if I've maybe like read something about these creatures before or anything?
In a minute. When I'm done with when I switch to your scene again.
Okay, sorry.
Alright, no, you're good. You're all good. It's just I'm working 3 different people, 3 different encounters essentially right now. And that will continue. So, the intelligence save.
19.
Adine, you are very aware that these things are like making hunting poses. They are getting ready to chase you. And then another one of them just goes like, yeah, we're playing animals. And then it tries to bite at your foot.
I want to stomp on it.
All right, first roll perception. Then you can roll an attack.
Can a horse curb stomp somebody?
All right.
Yeah.
7 from seduction.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Oh god.
Go ahead and try to stomp it.
That would just be an unarmed strike, right?
Yeah. So as it tries to bite, you miss. But they react. They're like, you play too rough. And then one of them like stands up on his feet and gets ready to like push you. And that's when the others turn to him and say, hey, you gotta play by the rules. And then he gets back down on his feet, and I need you to roll 3 dex saves. As all these children leap through the air at you. The first 2, you're able to dodge. The third one hits your side, and you're a little unbalanced by it as a horse. Then the fourth and fifth ones, like one of them takes out one of your legs and you stumble, and now they're on top of you. I'm gonna need you to take one. Well, I'll roll for that. 1d8. Between the clawing and biting, oh damn, you take 8 piercing and slashing damage. And after seeing this terrifying scene, the camera cuts back to Sakura and X-Ray. X-Ray, you're still face to face with the child who accused you of as a cheater, and Sakura, you are reaching out, or reaching into your own mind, trying to remember, have I ever read anything about these things? And what is your history?
Oh my god!
Well, can I do that too, since I'm a researcher?
That is fair. I'll give you that. All right, go for it. All right, so we're just going to assume it was bad. Was it a crit fail?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 plus 7.
19.
Okay. So,
Thank God.
Adam, or X-Ray does not have any recollection of creatures like this. Only ancient myth of, childish spirits. Ones that, you might run into one in the woods and it expects you to, play a game or, and there's a sort of tension always about the game because every one of these myths always ends the same way. If you cheat, if you don't play by the rules, even if you don't know the rules, people don't tend to come back if they've played the games.
So the point is to not play the games.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of put my hand on Sakura and I'm like, whatever you do, whatever their game, we mustn't be a part of it.
Are there any of them within 30 feet of me?
Just the one crying against a tree.
Okay, so it's continually taking 4d10 radiant damage every time it starts its turn in my bubble.
I totally have something ready, by the way.
Just as a...
I'm going to throw Ascending over to Osiris, by the way.
Okay.
Don't come into the woods.
Yeah, right. Too late.
All right, what is
You're
it?
about to hear what I do anyways, but go ahead.
Yeah.
So I say, whatever you do, do not play a game with them. Or you might not come back.
All right.
Got it. Because I can answer immediately.
Yeah. I look over at Sakura. Why do I always feel like he doesn't grasp the full concept when I tell him things?
Because he doesn't.
So, yeah, I could totally add to that. Because I was going to cast Thunderwave to get them all off of me. And since you can hear it within 300 feet of me...
Got it. Bam.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll give you that. All right. So we're gonna cut. We're just okay for the sake of we're not gonna see Kevin do that, but we're gonna hear it. So as I continue you guys' scene, you just hear it's you reach off into the distance, do your spell of sending, and then the moment you close the message, I really hope he understood what that meant, and then you hear this loud crack like thunder. Across the woods, no, he did not understand what I meant.
No.
And then, Sakura, what do you want to do?
I was just gonna say, do you want me to roll damage? Because I'm actively trying to murder this creepy ass child with my spell. So,
Jesus. Okay. Yeah. So. As you continue to do that,
this would have been at this point. It would have been 8 to 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
D10 radiant damage, basically.
All right. So, as the child continues to yell "cheater" at X-Ray,
X-Ray hasn't done anything yet, though, outside of just sense good and evil. And how would he know?
Doesn't matter because you don't know the rules of the game because they're children. They make up the rules of the game, and they keep making up the rules of the game.
I used to do that.
Game.
And then you see him just sort of disappear in a haze of this radiance as he just isn't there anymore.
just cease to exist.
And that was like the oldest looking one.
That you saw there. The one who was like, want to play?
So, in the legend that I recalled earlier, does it have to be dark for them to be out?
No.
So it can be in during the daytime as well.
Yeah, they're not actually hurt by light exactly. It's more just they're evil. They're dark in nature, so radiant damage is of course effective.
Okay.
Now, continuing the scene, you two are now standing in the woods, and there doesn't seem to be any of these children around. The radiant spell is still active. However, you did just hear that thunder clap.
I'm just going to be on the ground and I'm going to look over into the direction. I'm just going to be like, Christ.
We should get going. You know how he gets if he's left alone.
So then we cut to you guys heading in his direction, and then it zooms out of the woods and zooms down to land right on him as there's a bunch of very upset, crying like dark children around him. Not dead, but crying and upset.
Yeah.
And all right, so we're down. Okay, good. All right, so perfect. This is a piece of paper.
Those are nice.
Paper's important. I got one of those too.
All right, so as
Tablets.
you're as you're standing there in this circle of crying children, what do you do next? They are all crying. They're all very upset.
I mean, I feel like just in frustration, I'm like, what do you want?
One of them begins to try to sit up and is like crying and sits like cross-legged and is just like, we just wanted to play.
This is no place for a game.
Well, that's not fair. And then he gets into like a weird leapfrog stance. And you think he might be about to attack you. But after closer observation, another kid comes up and leapfrogs over him. And then another kid comes up and leapfrogs over him. And then another one comes up and leapfrogs over him and catapults himself at you.
Awesome.
I thought they were about to make like a creepy human centipede.
Yeah, right. Roll a what? Sorry.
Roll a dex save.
Dex.
You're just dumbfounded, and then all of a sudden you have a child flying through the air at full speed at you, and you're like, oh shit. You duck out of the way. What do you do with these children who are now advancing on you, clearly, in some odd fashion?
Oh, man.
Oh, and as the one that flies by is, flying by your head, he's just like, you didn't play.
No shit.
Yeah, right? Man, I don't know what.
Just fuck him up.
That's kind of what I was thinking. The one that jumped over me, I'm just gonna I'm gonna just use a cantrip again, ray of frost or whatever. It's leave my hand back and just shoot a ray of frost at him.
Nice. Okay.
So Elsa
roll.
and Frozen 2?
Yeah.
Okay, that definitely hits. So as you hear this child go you didn't play, and then just a crackling sound as he becomes solid. And as he hits the ground, he breaks.
Yeah. I'm just turning my hand back forward. Anybody else?
Ooh, good one.
And as that's happening, you see 4 or 5 kids start getting up, and they're running towards the circle of area that you just cleared with your thunder wave. And they see the leapfrogging kids, and my turn, and they're pushing each other out of the way, being my turn. And then this becomes a cluster of just shadowy hands and eyes rolling towards you.
Am I close enough to see anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
So, as that is approaching you, we cut to Adine, who's dealing with being a horse. Being attacked by wolf children.
All right, are you ready? I have a thing.
All right, I'm listening.
As they are attacking me and I feel pain, I am going to over dramatically fall to the ground and play dead.
Love it. The leader kid, the one who howled at the moon that isn't really out, is like, he pretends to bite you, of course, and he did bite you earlier, but like, as you took your 8 damage, he's just like, we did it! Yay! We got the food! And then as you like dramatically play dead, I need you to roll for perception with advantage. Alright. I need you to go ahead and roll for a strength save as you fully see them grabbing rope to tie your feet up.
What the fuck?
Wait, as they're grabbing rope, are they like close to me?
They are close to you.
Can I take this moment of surprise to get up and bolt?
You can try. Do an athletic. No. You know what? You're an animal, but getting up that quickly as a horse is probably a feat of acrobatics. Let's go with that. Do an acrobatics check for me. I will take it. So, as you get out of the first rope, as they're starting to tie it, you find your footing rather quickly and bolt. Where do you go?
Forwards down this road, towards the road.
Oh, okay. You are not going towards your friends at all. You're like, no, fuck this shit.
No, I'm out.
Every man for himself.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I need you to roll perception one last time before I cut to another scene.
No.
Oh. You don't hear anything.
Great.
As you die.
So, as this mass of hands is coming towards Osiris, Axray and Sakura breach the bushes to see this horrifying vision as more children are leaping into it as it just rolls faster and faster and faster.
I'm gonna recast Sickening Radiance like on top of him, basically.
Okay.
So all of the people in that 30-foot radius from him have to make a con save or they get 4d radiant damage.
Huh. As that unpleasant experience hits all all of them,
including us.
No.
I know, I'm just saying, normal case. Don't get used to this.
Yeah.
The ball of death bursts apart and becomes this like 20-foot avalanche of screaming, laughing, and crying dark children. Just screeching. Some of them disappear in the haze of the radiance. Some of them are falling upon Osiris and trying to grab him as if like he's gonna save them. Osiris, I need you to roll for Dex first. Dex save.
Don't save any of those children. Let them
Dex
hit the
save.
ground.
How many? Just one?
Just one for now.
18.
Ooh.
So you get out of the way of the first couple falling ones. I need you to tell me how you're going to avoid this avalanche of children.
Okay.
And I need you to describe it because I'm going to decide rolls based on what you tell me.
Can I throw my shield to him?
Well, I have my shield. That's
Oh, never
what I
mind
thought
then.
about. And it's like I have my shield, or I could cast shield. to put a magical barrier over me. But could I time the avalanche as it's falling at me, like so the first one misses me, and use another thunder wave to like stop their force coming towards me and like throw them back?
You could.
Okay, that would be my. So as I see it happening again, I just like duck down to like stop the first kid, and I just slam the axe into the ground and it creates the 15. I think it's a 15-foot cube. Yeah, 15-foot cube.
Okay. So as you do that, you see these kids that were going to fall on you just flying apart. Some of them hit each other. Some of them fly upwards and hit other ones that were coming down. More of them burst apart and die. And some of them land, of course, around you and stuff like that. One sec. Gotta mute for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Please hold.
Yeah, right. No, totally get it. Clearly need to take it.
So, Adine, tell us more about being a horse.
Yeah, what's it like?
Why the long face?
It's oddly freeing. Like you can feel the breeze in your mane as you trot.
Yeah.
Now, were you a male before the transformation or a female?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to recall that. I think
she was
a Dine.
I think she was a
I
female.
think I was finally a DNA. We're going
All
back
right,
to
guys. Spend the next few minutes. I got to go check on baby because I got to do something. Speculate or do whatever. Have conversations. Or you can sit here and speculate what you think is going on in this encounter.
Got it. Because, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly. Like,
Part of me was like, okay, the kids, like, yeah, don't play the game. That's kind of what I got that. Like, that makes sense.
Well, if there was like one entity controlling like all these kids, I could deal with that. I could be like, okay, if we defeat him, maybe we can like help send all these children's souls or whatever the hell they are onward.
They're probably like fucking demons or some shit.
It's a possibility.
I wonder if this is like a D&D, an actual D&D thing.
No, this isn't in the book.
I was gonna say, you can Google it.
Nah, even then, like, I don't know. I just don't know what the well, yeah, what's the end? Like, how do we stop them? Because, like, yeah, I can keep blowing them away, but I'm just gonna deteriorate my spell slots.
I was honestly hoping that he was going to say that like the sun would deter them, so I could just cast daylight above us.
Yeah, right.
Well, if he goes to Adine and then comes back to us, if they're still within that 30-foot range, they're getting obliterated again, so hopefully we can knock some more of them out.
Well, I'm saving my spell, so if you need me to.
Wait, so do you not have any armor on right now? Or are you just like tattoo freeballing it?
I got my shield and I grabbed one of my hand axes because, you know, we were in the midst of everything, so like I was
You're living
working
by the grace of God.
Right. That's why I left my one hand axe behind. I was like, I gotta play this out because, like, yeah. Like,
That's why I was like, I started taking my equipment off to try to work out a disguise. So I, you know, took off my, chainmail, scale mail. So I was taking it off, set it to the side, and I was kind of getting my vestments ready so I can look like a clergy and have like my hood up covering my ears and everything.
Dude, I'm gonna have to like cut my hair or some shit. Like, there's no, like, I got 2 looks.
And that's it.
That's it. I got creepy necromancer hooded, or I got hair up. That's it.
Put it into like a ponytail. You know, this is where we needed Aramel for like prestidigitation to like change the hair color and everything.
That's why I was like, I'm trying to find like any fucking spells that I have to do anything, and just like nothing.
see, I have silent image, but I'd have to constantly cast it.
Yeah.
I have nothing that would be like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have invisibility, but I would the same thing. I'd have to just constantly cast it.
Should just be a cloaked figure the entire time, and then every time you reappear, just
For real. Yeah, I feel like I don't know what to do.
Well, I feel like since Osiris has the splint armor with the cult's badge on it, if we really need to play the part and we run into cultists, he can take us hostage.
Yeah, that's true.
But that would also involve, Osiris acting.
Which I don't know, might not be.
With
I don't know what
his
his
hostage?
acting.
Sorry, I was responding.
Oh no, that serves us well. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just wrapping my head. If anybody watching wants to, participate in this conversation, like you've heard some of this BS before.
Yeah, tell us what to do.
Oh shit, he's back. Everyone stop.
I'll just tell you right now, this encounter is entirely written by me.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
It is not like anything from any book. It's nothing special from like a game I saw or anything like that. I got the idea for the creature based on a game I played, but that was it. Everything else on it. No, although that is a different encounter. Like hundreds of encounters I've thought of through that one, but no. No, this was Fable 3.
Ah.
That's my favorite
dang, now I'm
Fable.
trying
That
to
is a
think back.
fantastic game.
When you go to the desert area, there's the children, the scariest freaking thing on the planet.
Those were freaky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to I need to see. I just want to see a picture.
Actually, they're called the Darkness or something like that. But the point is, they're just creepy children. They just keep giggling and they're crazy.
Well,
And then they,
ideally, they manifest what like your innermost fears and desires in Fable 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Children with
So,
a cord.
That's what I want you to, like, if you've played the game and you understand what that creature is, imagine that as you're running in terror.
Okay.
Okay, so, as this continues, alright, so, as this encounter continues, all you hear, after all those dead, like, shadowy children, I need everyone, and I mean literally everyone but Adine, to roll a perception right now.
Well,
11.
15.
All right. What was it?
15.
15. Good enough. All right. Peering from a little further into the woods, you see a taller figure.
Oh fuck.
And I need you to roll perception again.
all of us are just her.
Just her.
God, I'm not rolling good tonight. 7.
Okay. You don't hear anything strange yet.
X-Ray is going to do something very out of character and just like grab Sakura by her arms and like get really close to her chest and start yelling at her necklace. If you know something, you need to tell us now.
I forgot about him. Shit. He
I
hasn't
could
said anything to me at all today.
I can just picture how awkward that must look. Like
Screaming at my boobs.
A shirtless
I'd be like,
man,
what are you doing?
shirtless man screaming at your boobs.
As that continues, you have now triggered him, and he is like, what? No, sorry, I've been off my own little world today. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about creepy fucking darkness children with star eyes?
What?
All they
Wait.
do is little. They want to play games and shit.
You can like hear his like incredulousness as he's stumbling over his own words, and he's like, "You need to go.
We are trying.
You
How do
need
we-
to run."
How do we get rid of them?
And from the road, Adine, as she's getting ready to clear the view of all these children that are now chasing her and trying to get her, she sees Adonis like clue in, turn immediately like a 90-degree, and just book it into the woods full speed. It's like leaps over the lizard, uninterested, like essentially shoves it out of the way. The giant lizard is like, gotta go.
I forgot he had like kind of control of him.
Yeah, so as that continues, whoops. There we go. So as this, as that happens, all he says is like, "You don't understand. You're not even on a living plane anymore. You've got to go. You've got to run. All of you have done something dumb."
On a living plane? What do you mean?
You're not. Oh, it's.
Where I was just hunting in the forest.
There is no forest here. There is no road. There is no place. You are in a dream, and you need to wake up. But you can't just wake up. And he's like laughing from nervousness. Like you can feel it in his voice. He is freaked out himself. He is a demon terrified for his own life and yours. He's
X-Ray's just gonna see, he's just gonna see my eyes like widen, like as wide as my eyes could get, pretty much. Because me and the necklace are just talking in our heads.
Yeah,
So he has no idea what's going on.
has he said anything? And I'm like, my face is still like right in front of it.
And being like,
I'm just gonna put my hands like on the sides of his face, and I'm just gonna be like, "We have to wake up. We're in a dream."
Osiris is just in the background, just like flipping the off, keeping it.
I'm just gonna turn around and like with my hands still on X-Ray and just be like, "We have to wake up."
We're not awake.
So, cutting to Adine for a bit. Adine, as you just saw Adonis run off into the woods, you turn back to the road that you're running up, and you are noticing it's getting a little foggy as you run. Nothing out of ordinary, though, like fog next to a river, right?
Mhm.
Roll perception. Twice.
Twice?
Not with advantage, twice. I rolled 2 more times, actually. Well,
4 times. Not with super advantage.
you see in the fog taller, dark figures running alongside you. One to the left,
What the
and then
fuck?
as you pass him, as you're booking it, one to the right. I need you to roll perception to hear what is being yelled. Oh, it's perfect. You hear from the distance where the children were, like, "Big bro, they were being rough."
Oh,
And
no.
then I need you to roll a dex save right now. As you see a football player sized, oh god, as you see a football player sized shadow person ram his whole body into you, you take 3 bludgeoning damage.
That's it.
You should not have turned into a horse.
I rolled a d10, so,
Hmm.
3. Call it luck. Yeah. And then, Adine, paying more attention, you actually notice there are not 1, not 2, but 4 of these things chasing you. 2 of them on 2 feet. 2 of them straight up running like actual wolves, like on the ground, like clawing at the ground
Oh,
and leaping
creepy.
strides to keep up with. Oh god, what was that? What do you do?
I'm just gonna try to run faster.
Okay, roll. This is tough. Oh, just that athletics. Why not? Oh. The wolfy ones are definitely keeping up with you, and the humanoid ones are also keeping up with you. Cutting back to our other group, everyone roll perception again as the taller shadowy figure is moving into the clearing that was created by the thunder wave.
Can I pray to Odin in the midst
roll
for?
a D100.
All right. So with my face buried in the bosoms of a fair maiden.
Praying to the gods of the boobs. The boob
Boob.
gods.
Odin's got a thing for women. He rapes enough of them.
Fair enough.
So does Zeus.
No, I was gonna
60.
say, you're definitely thinking more Zeus.
No, Zeus impregnated a lot.
Yeah.
By pretending to be other people. It still
Correct.
counts as rape.
And animals.
Like,
That is true. 60.
and, oh my god, I forgot about that. Anyway. No, okay, 60. You hear the faintest, like, holy, like, singing, but it can't quite reach your dreamy visage.
So what you're saying is there is a chance.
There is a chance. Did everyone roll perception?
Oh, sorry. Working on it.
Sorry.
Boobs.
They're really distracting.
That's fair.
11.
12.
None of you hear the children, like, saying anything interesting. They're all just
Great.
giggling, crying, dead.
Awesome. I have a question. Have my magic spells been working as per usual?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so like the dream physics aren't like shit's not working because it's a dream kind of a
Yeah.
thing.
That's all the
Okay.
same. You were able to escape using a spell. Like, I don't think
That's
a dream
true.
that was going to trap you would just do it if that was going to work.
Okay. Yeah, should I do it?
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, what?
She said she was going to kill Osiris, and maybe the shock
Yeah.
would wake everyone up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
that is a way you could try.
That's not what I said.
You killed Orm.
I was gonna cast Lehman's tiny hut because only the people I allow can be inside of it. Plus, no magic can go through it. But if I drop it, then they'll be just all around us.
Yeah, right. They'll just wait the whole time. Yeah.
This is
Yeah, so I feel like that might not be a great.
While
Okay,
you're thinking about
okay.
that
I need to talk to a fucking sassy stone guy.
Okay, yeah, we can do that for a minute.
What? How? You said we can't just wake up like normal. What did you mean when you said that?
He basically is like trapped in words. It's almost as if he can't speak in full sentences anymore. He's like, listen to me. I can't say their names, but they are coming. This
Great.
is just the first part. If you play the games, you're trapped, but it doesn't matter. Because if you play the games and you get trapped, you can still wake up.
How do we wake up?
You just have to find a way. And he's like trying to explain it without saying too much because there's clearly something, and I need you to roll for Arcana and Perception. Like one after the other.
Okay, Arcana's 10. Oh my god! What is going on?
Yeah.
I
Another
rolled
crit fail?
another fucking nat 1 for a 5.
Alright, so you can't tell anything wrong with what's happening here. He's just talking like normal, except it seems like he can't say certain words. Or he seems like cough every time he tries to like say names or titles.
I don't
And then he
even-
finally stumbles out with like, listen to me, you have 2 chances left. Run, because Dad is coming.
Okay, but where do we just run, and then if we run far enough away, we wake up?
I don't know.
You
I
see?
wasn't born here. I avoid this plane. You brought me here by accident, and now we're fucked.
God, I'm just gonna fucking grab X-Ray's hand and start fucking sprinting out of the woods.
I'm
And
gonna
as
do
we
that.
run by Osiris, I'm just gonna be like, "Come on!"
I'm like, okay. And I just
As
We know which
that
brother's her favorite.
As that happens, you see Adonis blow past all of you,
oh,
and a bigger wave of these children is basically building, and you just see him like look back and give you like the weirdest look. And I know I need you to roll an Arcana check. I'll give you 3 chances on this.
How far away from Medina from us?
You guys are very far from Medina
Damn.
right now. You are deep in the woods, and she decided to run up the road. Like, she went north, you went east. There's no parallel here.
Gotcha.
Okay, I rolled a 9, a 26, and a 21.
Okay, the 26 is where you'll get it. You hear a voice as the demon is like, listen, I can't talk anymore. And as you hear him like getting dimmer, almost like he's fading away, I just need you to know something. And then you just hear like this like almost a scuffle inside of your own head kind of thing. And all the last thing you hear is, "You're going to be okay. I love you." And then you just see Adonis get obliterated by a wave of children. Crazy arms and death and skies and all these things.
Oh, wait!
And now you need to run for your life. Everyone roll athletics checks.
Oh, no!
It's the ghost of Sakura's boyfriend's past.
No, I think that was Adonis. That was Adonis.
Adonis doesn't have a persona
That was him.
or an ego.
They're soul stones. There could be a person in there.
There could be, but
Several people.
Wait. Oh,
Whoever
wait.
the person was that was in there.
can we worry about it after? Like, some of us rolled an 8 here, and we want to see how we live.
Oh my god.
Again, was that me, everyone, or like everyone who's
No, just them for now. You are about to experience what happened after you failed your check.
Oh, beautiful.
I rolled an 11 for athletics.
Okay.
Oh my god. I need to
So-
unpack that.
X-Ray and Sakura, the wave catches up with you. Like, it's crashing to the ground in like this disgusting mass of black goo and hands and eyes and all this other stuff. And I need you guys to roll strength saves real quick.
Wait, real quick. Did she tell me that we're on a different plane?
I said we're dreaming and we have to wake up.
She did say that. She did not say you're on a different plane, though.
Okay.
What am I rolling? I'm so sorry. I'm like on the verge of tears.
Sorry, you two need a strength save. Osiris, you you started running after they did, and yet you are now way ahead of them. Like,
Dang it! I was gonna see if I could as I see them stumble, could I scoop them? You know what I mean?
you Captain America on your left did them.
Oh, okay.
Like on your left, just booking it. Like, goodbye. Oh, all right. And
I rolled a 6 for my strength save.
13.
You two are enveloped by the wave,
Oh,
dragged down into the dark, black, sticky goo. And no
I
longer-
use my Radiance of the Dawn.
Oh, you're so lucky. Okay.
I
How
was
many
gonna
do
say,
you have?
I cast that fucking sickening radiance again.
All right, so as 2 bursts of light come out of this wave, as you guys are basically feeling like you're being dragged into the depths of despair and death,
Here comes the suns. Do do
Yeah,
do
the
do.
nuke of the sun appears, and then with it is a more sickening light that both push/murder this goo around you, and you guys now need to hit an athletics check again, and then we're going to cut back to Adine.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Why
you
is
roll
my
that, and I'll tell
athletics
you what
so
happens later.
bad? Wait, an athletics check or an athletics save?
Athletics is no, you can't do an athletics save. It's just a check. You're
Okay,
thinking strength.
got it.
All three of us. Are
Oh
just
my.
Just those two.
Roll a 5.
I rolled 16.
Okay. Coupled with the fact that you guys are basically holding hands right now, you trip as you start running, and X-Ray's like, no, and just pulls you along. It's just like, let's go.
Yeah, as we're doing that, I'm just going to cast guidance on both of us too, so we just get a D4 for ability checks.
That's a good idea.
Oh my-
Adine. Those wolves are way ahead of you now, and they are now turning around in an arc in front of you. You have the 2 humanoids on your sides and the 2 wolfy looking ones basically coming back towards you. What are you going to do next? I saw her blink. I know she's not frozen.
She's thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking real hard.
Oh god.
This is a real stressful situation. You
Gotta
have to deal with an extra
This-
couple minutes. Okay.
This was the Apple Windows little loading screen
Yeah,
of
right.
death, and it's just
Like,
What's
I
it-
have no clue what to do right now.
What's a horse's intelligence?
Just to be clear, I'm not
Not
worrying about
very much.
we're not worrying about casting times really, unless it says up to an hour. Then obviously you can't do that. But
I can't cast spells while I'm in beast shape.
she has racial traits still, but not.
could turn back to a person.
I could do that.
And then you can smack them
Alright.
with your dick.
Yep,
Yeah.
because it'll be Aiden again.
You know what? We'll go with that. We're gonna transform back into Aiden.
Aiden, you wake up the next morning like nothing happened.
Score.
But you wake up with a
And-
penis.
You do.
That's fair.
So wait,
Morning
the solution
wood.
is to have a sex change? Like,
No, it's not exactly that.
I wonder if
So, Aiden, as you broke the reality that was created in the dream, being that you were a girl when this started, you broke the reality. Like, you changed something drastic and something that shouldn't normally change.
And I
And the
built that
dream-
into my character.
The dreamscape broke, and you arrived in the living plane in your body. But hilariously, you're not around them, so you can't even try to wake them because you don't know that you were just about to actually die. Like, you think you just had a horrible dream, and you're like, oh, thank God. And that's it.
Cool.
I'm like, what is the thing that Sakura would never do?
So,
Sadly, we don't even know that that's how to get out, though.
Yeah.
for you
that-
guys, it's
Oh, fuck, that's true.
everybody's got a different solution, and then there's also the end game solution. But as you all get closer to the road again, you see a lot of these children just standing still at the road. And you see that tall, shadowy figure standing with them.
It's Papa.
It looks lanky, Slender Man-esque, I'll say,
Ew,
without the creepy
I
face.
really extra hate it now.
And he's
This is
just
like
like
the
looking
worst
at you,
nightmare
and
ever.
all you hear is one of these little kids like, "You cheated. Dad's gonna get you."
X-Ray is
I'm
going to
gonna-
reach. X-Ray is holding Sakura's hand in one, and then he puts his other hand onto Osiris, and I'm going to cast Banishment twice on him.
Oh, on them?
Mm-hmm.
The sense is a concentration spell. You cannot do that. You can cast it once.
You have to cast it, and then you have to wait a whole minute, and then they get stuck wherever you banish them.
Yeah.
Well,
so we'd have to like protect you for a minute. Would that
One
be
of you does. The other one will be gone.
But then at the end, you'll be by yourself.
Yes. Fucking did it anyway.
so
All right.
since I have to do one, I'm going to basically just cast it on Sakura.
I'm just gonna be like, what? And then boom, I'm gone.
I am about to have so much more fun with this. Hang
Oh
on.
no,
I
it's not the
have-
way.
No,
What?
it's not that. It's not that. Like, okay, so you banished Sakura away.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I know exactly.
Wait, oh god, but what does that do to the person in the necklace?
It counts as clothing, as an item that you wear.
Yeah, you say whatever you want.
But if this is just a dream, technically everything should be as it was when I woke up.
Sakura, you are now trapped in like a middle state. You can see your body.
Sleeping.
You can feel the pull of that other like dreamy realm.
like an out of body experience?
Basically, yeah.
Do, oh god. Do I
Kinda
see
like in my-
anyone else sleeping around my body?
So, yeah, you can see the others sleeping as well.
Can I mean, I'm assuming I just phase right through them. If I like try to touch one of them.
Hey, look at that
Yes. So,
Oh Christ!
guy.
X-Ray and Osiris, you are now trapped in this place, and where
Oh,
Sakura was standing, you witness this thing appear almost instantaneously, and he's just like, "What the hell did you do?"
I
Like-
got her out of
Oh,
this.
Daddy.
Oh, I'm just standing like,
No,
Who's this?
that's the guy. That's the demon in my necklace. I'm too warm to be wearing a blanket right now. I'm so stressed.
out.
God. That's the guy. That's the demon. It's sassy stone guy.
I just turned. I'm like, what? What did you do? Because I don't know what you did.
Yep.
Christ.
Everyone who's still in the reality or in the dream, roll initiative.
The
That
stress.
includes
The
closet.
stress.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. By the way, guys, I just want your actual feedback because like I said, I was kind of winging it tonight, but this is an encounter I've run before in a non-streaming scenario. Just curious how you feel about it so far.
Stress as fuck.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I am also having fun, but I am also stressed as fuck.
Right.
So, yeah.
One of the watchers just saying it's amazing.
Thank you.
They subbed
Made
actually
him
because
sub.
of it.
Yeah. Made him sub. Yeah.
Sweet Jesus. How do I get back? How do I get back?
I really
Have
enjoyed
that
being
bonus
a horse.
concentration. Versus, hang on, the last thing that needs to. So you guys now have a shadow demon on your side.
Find out his name.
Can you do any cool tricks?
Do a cool do a flip. Do a kickflip.
Do a barrel roll.
Okay, so if I try to touch anybody around me, like I just phase through them, right?
That is correct. Ooh,
Can I try to cast a spell? Can I cast spells in this weird ass fucking place?
You can try.
I'm just gonna cast like a chill touch.
Nothing happens. All right, so
Can I see them, or I can only see us sleeping?
X-Ray, you said you had a critical success.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason, you did not appear in my. Yeah, you can see them sleeping, and that is all you can see.
Oh no,
my God.
it's a 26, dude.
Oh, 26? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. You're top of the turn order anyway. So I'm rolling with what I got. All right, X-Ray, take 2 turns. Let's delete you guys out of here right now.
I gotta think.
Oh no, it's so dark.
Oh, sorry. Shit. That's right. Okay, I'll put you guys back only because I remember, like, you guys can't see anything if you're off the map.
Ah!
Hang on.
I would have been fine.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Continue.
since Shelby's not there, I'm actually going to cast Fireball. And I'm going to cast it right her.
All right. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All right, so with concentration,
It's a non-concentration spell.
that's what I was going to ask. I was like, it's non-concentration spells. The only time you have to worry about this is if you get hit or if you try to cast another concentration spell. Okay, so. All right. Yep. So the shadowy father figure, as it were,
Daddy.
Daddy.
We're starting and
dex
finishing the stream with Daddy today.
Fails to save, and you see it writhing in pain, and its form is like shifting continuously. What else do you do? Oh wait, hang on. Let me do some. I gotta do some measuring, real fast. Gotta see if you hit the close by children.
Fucking kid him.
Hit all the children.
All the kids.
Dex save, dex save, dex save, dex save. Doesn't matter, actually. I did the math. So, as you see the 4 children that were still with him, the older brothers, as it were, are all gone. This shadowy figure is standing before you, furious.
Perfect. So, movement from my first turn, I'm actually going to walk up to him.
Huh?
Oh, God.
Lord.
And for my second turn, I will be casting Sanctuary on myself.
Oh my god.
So now it has to do a Wisdom save.
Okay.
How much time do you think has gone since?
Since what?
Since I banished Sakura?
A minute is
Oh,
like
it has not been a minute.
a minute is like 6 rounds or 10 rounds or something.
Yeah, but the demon came out and was like, I'm free. So,
Yeah, so I'd say that took about 30 seconds. So you have 5 rounds to not get hit, essentially.
well, I'm going to change things up and I'm going to look at him and I'm just going to say, you are going down. And I just bring down the Valkyries, which is a concentration spell, so it ends the banishment.
Oh, okay. Sakura, you come flying back into reality next to this, or not reality, into dream reality, next to this demon.
He doesn't go back in?
No. So now he's looking at you and he's just like, we'll talk later. And as he looks deep into your eyes, he is like, we have bigger problems.
I'm just gonna look at him and just be like,
I mean, you guys have that deal, so.
yeah, he's not gonna hurt me.
All right, so Adam, he failed the wisdom save. What happens?
Hold on one second. So
I rolled a 15 by the way.
So it will take 13 radiant damage.
Okay.
Within 15 feet of me, his movement speed is halved.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just reading everything right now. Beginning of its turn, it will take damage again.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So, cutting to Shadow. Shadow Father will...
Take another 12 radiant.
Okay.
Well, wisdom save and...
Wisdom save. Fails. So, yep, takes another 12 radiant. That's fine. And then does 4 strength drains against you.
it has to make a wisdom save in order to attack me.
That's fine. Okay. All right. So wisdom. Damn, that is horrible for me. So 1 successful throw or 1 successful hit that was a critical fail. This is unfortunate. So that's 1, 2. So it's 3 failed saves. That mean he gets hurt every time? Wait.
No, it just means
cast Sanctuary last time.
Correct, which means he has to roll wisdom to even attempt to attack me.
Right.
And it's either he chooses to waste it or redirect the attack to somebody else.
So I'm asking is what's with the Spirit Guardians?
Because Sanctuary isn't a...
Yeah, those are 2 separate spells.
I'm aware, but Sanctuary isn't a concentration spell.
What I'm asking is, okay, when did you cast Spirit Guardians?
The same turn, because Sanctuary is a bonus action.
Gotcha. That's what I was trying to figure out. There's nothing on the record.
It doesn't say bonus.
Yeah, it
action,
doesn't show it. That's why I was like, what are you doing? Like, what happened here?
No.
Okay, so, 25. All right. And then after that, ooh, I forgot to do something. We're just going to add an item. Add.
The wave.
Yes. So, Shadow Demon, stepdad, whatever you want to call him. Shadow Demon,
stepdaddy.
like bursts forward and immediately tries to use his like shadowy claws in 2 strikes, but misses the first one as this thing's form is very like shifty, and the second one he ties. So the other shadow immediately hits him with a critical, and no fucking way. So the only attack of the shadow is called Strength Drain. If a creature's strength goes down to 0, they die.
Right.
So you just see Shadow just touch him, just like 2 fingers, like just touch him, and it's critical. So you see your demon friend, essentially, your guy there, just start to fall apart in front of you. And as the last bits of his his form disappear, he only looks at you and says, "You better get out of here," and just like sinks into the earth, gone.
Okay, so if I get out of here, he'll still be there.
I did not say that.
Not necessarily.
And now I need to make the Quasit do a wisdom save. Oh, he failed. With the demon's presence completely gone right now.
Also, I rolled a 15 for initiative. Just
Oh, okay. Yep. I
I don't know
will.
if I should go next or not.
So at the top of you'll go at the end of this round because you
Okay.
came in kind of late, and then you'll be entered into turn order properly after that.
Okay, cool.
You'll go after the wave.
Mm-hmm.
So the Quasit begins running full speed and looks at Osiris and Axray, and does scare. I need you to do a wisdom save.
Okay.
Me?
No.
Oh,
X-ray.
okay.
Did they do a wisdom save to actually direct that at me?
They are not within your sanctuary, so is that required or not?
I ward a creature within my range, so I did myself. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw.
Got it. Okay. So he failed the wisdom save, so he was not able to scare you. So he actually has to redirect. Actually, he can't because no one's within his range. So he looks at you, gets ready to like screech to make you, run away in fear, and then thinks better of it for some reason and looks away.
Yeah.
Osiris, you're up.
All right. Just making sure here. Okay. Realizing that he said the closet tried to do something, I am going to run up to it. Hold on, making sure I got the speed here. We're at 30. Nope, I lied. Can't get that far. So I just come up next to X-Ray, and I am going to swing my great axe twice at the. See.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that'll do it. So total of 22 damage. There we go. All right. With that, anything else?
Just making sure here.
Get rid of that. Map.
Because of it also now the thing also only has reduced speed, the 10 feet reduced as well.
Okay.
From that.
Okay. So basically, it's down to 5 feet now.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait. Shadows have that much. Okay, it's only down to a certain amount of feet.
Okay.
With that, the wave. Everyone roll first a wisdom save.
Does a 26 make it?
It does.
I rolled a
3.
12.
12?
Mm.
Okay. So, Axray, you get to do a dex save.
I'm assuming I do that.
Yeah.
So, all of you take max damage of this.
Holy
What?
Well, we're all dead.
Yeah, I
hang
mean,
on. You are all overwhelmed as the wave of children exits the forest and hits the battlefield. You have one chance to stop the overwhelming damage. What do you do? What spell slots do you have left?
I'm gonna fucking cast Sickening Radiance one last time and hope it does some shit. I'm gonna center it on top of bitch ass dad.
Well, I'm still covered by Sanctuary and my Spirit Guardians.
He needs to make a con save.
Okay. First question though.
Actually, everybody does within a 30-foot range.
30 foot of on top of him?
Yup.
You sure?
You said friendly fire wasn't happening.
Not about the friendly fire.
Oh.
So, as your beloved friend Sakura casts this radiance, and
because I'm getting my shit right. Got it. Okay. Well,
I love describing this. As you watch, as Sakura just casts this sickening radiance coming out of the shadow, and I'm gonna have him do the con save real quick. He rolled a 16.
He makes it.
All right. So how much damage did he take?
Half of 28.
Okay, so 14 more. Okay. So as you see this thing begin to shift again in shape, it almost becomes like reptilian looking as more of the shadowy mush around it like breaks off. And the last thing Sakura sees is a very clear break in the shadowy stuff as a dragon made of shadows stands against her two friends before the wave takes her down into the dark. And 81 damage. But
am I dead? I didn't realize. I guess I don't know. I didn't understand that was
all
like
right.
to save myself. I thought I was just attacking. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I got you.
If I understood that I was trying to save myself, I would have casted it on me. But I guess
it's okay. There's still a way for all of you to come out of this alive. I'll say that. But it takes. Well, yeah, you'll see. With that, Axray, you're up.
Also, oh, never mind. He took his damage.
Oh, goddamn it. I deleted you again, so you're not going to be able to see. Hang on. But yeah, Axray, you're up.
I prepared the dodge action.
Okay. Wait, for what? For the wave?
No, for anybody that tries to hit me.
Okay. Well, the shadow is going to... actually, first, Shelby, you were going to say something? You said
no,
also.
I forgot he already took the damage I rolled.
Oh, okay. All right, so the shadow is going to try to hit you both with, strength drains. So
it needs a wisdom save to try to attack me, and it needs a wisdom save because it's still within range of Spirit Guardians.
Okay. So, first thing, Osiris, what's your AC?
17. But hold on, can't wait. If I use shield, which gives me a +5, is that going to benefit me at all? From
it
the
will.
wave?
It will.
Not from this guy, but from the wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, would it actually help at all, or would it just be a waste of a spell slot? You know what I mean? Like, oh, like I threw like a piece of paper in the air type of thing.
No, it will actually prove to be helpful.
Okay, well that's what I was gonna do as a reaction. Thanks, I can use it as a reaction anyways. Yeah, I just like put my shield down over me and like that, and just cast the like magical barrier.
Okay. All right. So by doing that, you have actually avoided all the damage from that. However, Adam's guy, wisdom. So the first, wow, all fails. Okay, so he's going to roll a different amount of damage for that for the second Spirit Guardians. Oh wait, shit. Wait, Sanctuary. Can you post Sanctuary real quick?
It's a 1 minute.
Not that. Can you post it? I need to see.
It's not splash.
No, not that. Is it that I have to redirect my attack or lose it?
Yes.
Okay. So both strength drains, he decides suddenly, even though he gets hit with the Spirit Guardians, to swing at Osiris instead.
Okay.
One gets through. Osiris takes 4 necrotic damage,
Okay.
but that's not the important thing.
Nope. I am
You
already
follow.
waiting to reduce it.
1d4. You lose 3 of your strength.
Okay. -3.
Thankfully, you're a strength character. I'm sure you'll be alive for a while if this keeps up. The Quasit is going to have to decide who to attack. It goes for Osiris. So it runs forward.
Where's my closet?
That is your Quasit.
Why
Because
is
your
he
shadow,
attacking?
because your shadow demon died in this realm, he no longer has any sort of contract or need to be on your guys' team.
Ugh. What a whore.
So as he runs forward, he turns into a bat
Oh.
and claws at your face.
I still have a 23.
Or I'm sorry, bites at your face. Yeah, he missed. So, and then does he get any extra attacks? No. So that's it. So now you just have a bat trying to bite your face.
Derek,
Osiris,
question for you.
yeah.
Is my golem still out?
No,
Okay.
not at this moment. Well, I mean, he's technically here with you. He's always been like the form that you left him in last, which I believe was still Geodude.
The rock ring, yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to use him?
I would.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next turn.
All right. So
Osiris, you're up.
all right. I'm going to. Yeah, swing my. I'm going to do the same thing. So the Great Axe twice, just trying to take this guy out in front of me here.
Okay.
Waiting for that to go through. There's 2. Actually, I lied. You know what? Let's just add in for everything. Oh, come on, this damage. I'm going to use not my second wind. Where is that? My action surge. And roll
Okay.
again. Wow, not great damage.
All right. But either way, you did 15 damage to him. So now, anything else?
No. Well, yeah, within reason. I
right.
still have a reaction. So.
Everyone roll for wisdom. Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Sorry, wisdom saves.
16.
Kevin, you get a +5. Wow. Did not need to give you that. So you now both have like the wherewithal to try to dodge this. Roll dex. Kevin, you still get a +5.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
20.
X-Ray, I'm so sorry.
I did take the dodge action, though, on the last turn, so.
You will... Okay. You know what? I can't make it that easy. Like, you can't just avoid all the damage. Well, you avoid half. So, half of 52 is 26. You take 26 damage as the hands try to pull you in to the wave. And as it kind of just it just breezes like water past you, it begins to rise up again, waiting for next round. Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. X-Ray, you're up.
Did I take half of that?
No, you didn't take any.
Okay.
So, as my action, I'm going to prepare the dodge action again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to whistle and command my golem to fling himself
All
at.
right. Go ahead and roll for that attack.
Hold on 1 second, because his is weird.
Yes, it is.
Uh,
I'm sorry that half our team is not having any actions. Like I said, this encounter is
an
weird,
11.
but- So he flings himself at the shadow, and the shadow barely avoids this flying rock man.
Good job, dude.
Now I will give you a little token of some kind. I did not... Oh, there we go. Let's call it the animated armor. There's your guy.
All right.
So he's back here right now. All right. And so that's it? You're just going to prepare the action?
Yep.
All right.
I can't do anything, otherwise I lose my spirit guardians.
The shadow realizing it's hasn't been able to hit Axray.
Has to make you a wisdom save again, by the way.
Does have to make a wisdom save. Fails. So how much does it take?
10.
10. Okay. So as it does that, it then tries to hit Osiris 4 times.
I'm gonna cast shield again.
Okay. So the first one misses.
Okay.
It was going to be a tie, but now it missed. Second one does not hit. Third and fourth do hit.
Damn.
You take 19 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then you also lose 4 strength.
Okay.
The Quasit attempts to scare you. Roll a wisdom save.
$16.
All right, you succeeded. The Quasit does not scare you. Following Osiris, your turn.
All right. Shoot. I don't know what to do. I'll just use my. I'll keep staying strong, attacking this guy for 2 here. Hold on. Ooh, with that one.
You are going to have touched his shadowy flesh by accident.
And then that
You
one.
just you lose 3 strength, but
Right.
then you get the nat 1 or the critical. See, then you take 23 of his health. Now the moment of truth here.
You want me to lose? I was losing 3 more strength. You said?
Yeah, you lose 3 more
Okay.
strength. Do you have anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. The wave is coming. Everyone, you two roll wisdom saves.
That one.
Oh my god, Adam.
Still a 9.
You each take 52. Sorry, Adam, you take 26 because you're ready to dodge action, but Osiris, you take 52.
Right. I'm sorry. I just say it was just my turn. I couldn't use the shield action again.
Yep.
52.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Osiris, the wave drags you away.
X-ray
Into
as well.
darkness. Oh my god.
So tune in 2 weeks from now. We'll new characters.
So, Sakura, this is my end of my encounter here. This is all up to you.
Christ. It better not be strength because I'm horrible with it.
Nope, it's not even a save. It's a decision.
Oh, fuck me.
In the real world, the demon asked you for a body.
Mm-hmm.
You hear in the darkness, you're just floating in it. You can't see anyone, you don't know anyone else is there, and all you hear is this little voice in your head saying, "This is all I have left. I can fix this. You will give me the body of your servant, and I will free you. Or we will all stay here." I'm just going to tell you, huge consequences for how this decision goes. Either way.
Not for me, though.
I mean, if he gets unleashed on the world, kind of a consequence for you.
Definitely consequence there.
Yeah, right. Tune in 2 weeks when it's the story of Adine. Or
Can I
Aiden,
ask
sorry.
him a question?
It's now Hoard of the Horses.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a horse wandering down the road.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
Who is in the Soul Stone that is in Adonis?
And he just kind of cackles in this like unpleasant way, and he just says, "You think someone would recognize their own father?"
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it!
Does that mean I have to get his blessing if I want to put my face next to the gem again?
No, the gem that's in Adonis is my father. I fucking knew it! I was like, it's either my dad or this random ass fucking soul fell in love with me while I braided its hair.
So, what is your decision?
Fuck! If I don't give him a body, we're probably stuck here forever. Whole new campaign, TPK.
No, not TPK. You guys can roll new characters. Adine is the only one left.
So literally, if I don't give this fucking demon a body,
He's not
we
going to
have
tell us. He's not going to tell us the causes beforehand.
I will not tell you the actual causes or anything. It's just
So yeah, pretty much, if I don't give him a body, we roll new characters. If I do give him a body, we're safe. Except
For now.
yeah, for now, because he's gonna fucking wreak havoc and
your call. Do you like Sakura? Do y'all like your characters enough to risk a much harder campaign and
I love my character.
and a bunch of bigger twists?
dude, fucking seriously?
Yep, and you're making it tonight. I'm not cutting off until
Fuck!
this
So we're
pressure.
gonna take the time to like go to bed.
I know. So it's your call.
Thoughts? Any thoughts from the peanut gallery?
I feel like I can't.
We're
really
not. We're not
influence
there.
you.
We can't tell you what to do.
As Adam and Kevin, thoughts?
Plenty.
I will absolutely play along with whatever decision you make.
Y'all suck.
This is not an answer.
I know, that's the point. I can't really influence your answer.
Yep. Oh, that's funny though.
I don't.
I
We
would-
have these magical things called dice if you can't make a decision.
Ooh,
Ooh,
there you
That is
go.
true.
odd or even.
Or even coin flip.
I'm rolling a real dice for this shit, though.
You're welcome.
Alright. So tell us what the answers are.
Odd is that we're re-rolling new character sheets.
There we go. Odds, new character sheets. To evens, we play again with the demon.
I feel like we should just fucking. It's gonna be so hard to kill him.
Just roll it.
I won't be upset by your choice because it was the decision of the dice and not you.
I wouldn't be
Great.
pissed either way.
Same, I wouldn't be mad either way, actually, to be honest. So.
But this is all on you.
Wait, just
I'm sorry. I know we're cutting it close to the nighttime. Like,
we are.
live or die.
She's sealing it back up.
Just giving up the body.
If you, this is Sakura talking to the sassy ass fucker.
Will he remain bound to you?
Yeah, I have like 18 questions. I have precautions before I'm letting this asshole do anything. I have some questions for you. What happens to my father's soul and the soul stone that's in Adonis currently?
To skip a lot of over-explaining. Technically, all the souls are in all the stones.
Okay.
So, it'll still be there.
Question 2. Is our little mini contracts that we talked about still valid?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was.
that he wouldn't harm you as long as you didn't put him in your pocket anymore, and he wouldn't try to escape.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was the
So
whole-
pretty much, he's not gonna harm me. 3, are you gonna harm any of my friends?
I have no interest in small fish.
I want to kill him.
I guess I think this is my last question. What is your name?
I have many names.
What's the most popular one?
You may call me Bile.
Gross. Okay.
And then from the darkness, the strangest feeling of seeing a different darkness reach towards you in the form of a claw.
The fuck?
And just looks at you and says, "Do we have a deal?"
We're easy. I'm real handshakey about this. Okay. Can you promise to like not immediately fuck the world up if I give you a body?
I need time to do what is necessary.
Okay, cool. When I wake up, are you gonna like be there, or are you gonna like get the fuck out real fast?
We will continue to travel together until my path requires a crossroad.
Are you gonna like sneak out in the middle of the night, or are you gonna like tell me bye?
I have no reason to hide when I leave you.
Lit.
Technically wrong. Like, you can't leave her without telling her because of your previous promise. You said you would not try to escape anymore.
That is also true. All right, let me just write these down. No escaping.
Demon, I can be as misleading as I want, damn it.
No escaping.
I'm also a DM. I could try to straighten that shit out.
No hurting me or my friends.
Do you want to get a lawyer and a $20 gift card while we're at it?
Maybe I fucking will, bro. You're like a fucking whole ass demon that's about to try and fucking jack the world up. So, excuse me if I want to have stipulations, okay?
Okay.
This is harder than applying for a marriage license.
Dude, this is hard.
This is like 20 minutes past my bedtime.
Oh my god,
Livy,
I'm sorry.
shush.
This is a hard decision.
I thought you made the decision.
I did.
You're just arguing terms now.
I'm arguing terms. Okay.
All right.
No escaping. You're going to tell me when you leave. We're going to travel together for a bit. My dad is still there, floating in an orb somewhere, not hurting me or my friends. I'm going to shake his hand.
You wake up in the caravan on the side of the road, hearing the sound of a horse being whipped.
Oh,
Hey.
man.
And all you hear is, dreams can be very scary sometimes.
If that was him in the first place, I swear to God, I'll kill him.
You're right.
I will make it my one goal in life.
And
I feel like this is going to be our one goal this
as we close out the final scene of the night, you look at Adonis standing stoically, undead, unquestioning, by your side. And you see almost a reptilian-like pupil inside the red eye, and he winks at you.
Is there still an orb around my neck?
There is. But it's the wrong one.
Oh. So, is this... Okay, so did he pretty much just switch it so that the eye that wasn't Adonis is
I
on my
mean,
neck
technically, his definition that he told you is that the souls
Yeah, they're all
exist
in
in
every stone.
exactly. So
You
it's
can
not as
swap
much.
between-
Yeah.
Okay.
You made a deal that said, because you technically, when you raised the undead, made a deal that that undead is yours to control, to order, to tell what to do.
Yep.
Even though the soul stone is what powers its life, you have dominion over it. You made a deal to forfeit that dominion in exchange for his dominion over that body. He now has full mobile and attack control of that body.
Right. But he's not going to run off without telling me, and he's not going to hurt us.
All the terms are active, and also, obviously, none of the other players know this, but they all got to live.
God.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and
Have
flip
the
this
benefits of
switch.
long rest?
Oh my god.
And that's a wrap tonight, fellas. Thank you for watching. I lied to all my players. I told them I was winging it tonight. This was very well thought out over the month that I was gone. I had to plan every potential step.
He's like, y'all fucked my campaign up. Get
Y'all
right.
fucked my campaign up. So I decided to take one of my little extra side quests and make it into a fucking campaign breaker.
All right, guys. So don't forget, YouTube video is going to be going up later on in the week. Join our Discord to be able to keep up with our content and be able to see posts and talk to us. Hoard 2 is not playing again until which day? 5th?
That would be this Monday.
December the 5th?
Yep.
Followed up by Rhyme on the 6th.
That's right.
All right, but with that, guys, thanks for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.